to another part of Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. I think we're not that away from the end, since chapter 4, we went chapter 5. What's this? Not cool like oh, yeah. I remember. We're not that far away from the next chapter. Okay, also, I will deconstruct a card since I saw that I need to for an achievement. I will do this one. It was the yeah, I think I got it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's the simplest card to fight made. It was the first one, and I will go from the FNAF universe. Never really forget your first, do you? So, let's go and do a full chill card. I want to surely make a blasphemous card. Copper Spirit. Okay, what can I do? I chose the opera, so a fitting character is this one. No. Can use this. I can use this. No. Hmm. The Arbiter book. Hmm. Let's see. Soldier's Peace Club. Yeah, I would want to really do that, but for now, let's do the Arbiter's book. And how much battery does it have? 55, okay. Horse. Okay. It's an opera stage. So anyway, let's keep the book. Smaller phases. One. I will do that. So, let's make first snake one. Shit. Hmm. Okay. Dupli. Share. Let's make and dupli. You know that's huge. book will be here, and the quill will be here. Okay, smaller quill. Now, as for the shapes, a moon, small. Perfect. I like it. Finish. What did I make? Golden Windhoek. The chambers of the opera house make all meanings resonate through every context. If a gold vessel is left empty, it will summon cosmic fate. The ether, the arbiter's book, puts his revelation in front of many eyes. A hurricane of air energy will stir luck and call for the unexpected. Sure. Now let's go address. Also, I went to the dentist today and he fixed my teeth here, but he had to numb them. I feel it still. More than 3 hours have passed and I still feel it. So that's why you see me doing like this. Oh, chapter 5. An inquiry into values. Things weren't as easy as you have them right now. When I was about the age of little Michael here, I was already working. What did you do, Grandma? I spent most of my childhood helping my mom sew workloads for the farmers. I wish I had a job already. I hate school, and my allowance is miserable. You make more from your allowance than I made sewing clothes. I got paid 30 cents a piece. What? Then why did you even bother doing it? I had to help my mom. She was paid $2 a piece. But during those times, it was enough for us to get by. Why is everything more expensive now, Graham? I don't think I'm ready to explain that. Ask your dad about inflation when you get home. Did your dad explain it to you? Yeah, I'm afraid not. My dad died in the war back in Spain. He didn't have time to teach me much besides how to use a knife and how to cook a mean paella. I love Grandma's yellow rice. You sure do, beautiful. We'll make some paella tomorrow. What do you say? Yes, yes, yes. Why did you come to America, Yaya? First of all, this is not America. These are the United States. Okay, okay. Why did you come to the US? A couple of years after my dad was killed, my mom had to flee to France with me and your auntie, Fortuna, to escape from the fascists. Then we moved to the US. What are fascists? Very mean people who don't like anyone who thinks differently from them, or simply is different. Are there any fascists in the US? Too many, let's say. Oh no. What are we going to do, Grandma? Don't worry about it. I'll protect you. Yeah, yeah. Tell us more stories about Aunt Fortuna. You know, this is the perfect place for it, since it was in the very beach I saw your aunt for the last time. It was here, where she died? I've told you 1,000 times. Your aunt Fortuna didn't die. She went to live in the stars. Come on, yeah, yeah. I'm old enough already. But it is true. We drove here on a beautiful summer night, just the two of us and our friend Eva. I love Eva. She gives me candy. Yes, Eva's always been a sweetheart. Fortuna made a delicious pizza, and we opened a nice bottle of grape juice. Wine. Yes, wine, Maria Fortuna. I want wine. That night, there was this beautiful meteor shower. So, the three of us made a wish. I asked for my sister to be happy. She wasn't happy. She, she had a good life here, but she needed more. Your aunt is magical. She's always had special powers. But this world wasn't ready for all she had to give. Out of the blue she said, I want to be a witch. I'm scared. Michael, it's alright. She's a good bitch. Then she got up and started walking towards the sea. The stars fell upon her from the sky, but also rose to embrace her from the bottom of the ocean. She walked until she disappeared into the water. She drowned, and no, she wanted to live in the stars. Don't make me repeat myself. Her body was never found, so she didn't drown. She's in a magical place now, watching over us. Why doesn't she come visit us? That I don't know, sweetheart. Come on, that's not funny. Hello, Fortuna. Oh no, you're upset. At this point, I'd say I'm more disillusioned than upset. When were you planning to tell on telling me you can accept visitors? Things have been complicated. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. I didn't know how to report my every movement to you. I didn't want to worry you until I figured out this mess. So you managed to get yourself into a new mess, even in exile? I don't know why I even keep caring at this point. What do I need to do for you to let your big sister in? Have I ever failed you? Patrice, come on, I've explained this to you too many times already. You are in. Just that I don't like to be saved. You're always too quick to make my own problems your own. I want you to be my friend, not my mom. Although, not even our mom enjoyed it as much as you do. Oh, I know. What do you think changed your Who do you think changed your diapers and took you to school? Not this again. Listen, it's been 2 centuries since I last saw you. Why don't we skip this part and cut to the tense and cordial conversation? Fine. How's work? How's Juliet doing? Still together? Are you still thinking you're the same? How's Juliet doing? Okay, I got myself kind of in a mess, so... Give me... Let me tie up my... Yeah, that's better. How's Juliet doing? Are you still together? No, that had to end. We broke up about 50 years ago. What happened? Shit. Come on. Sorry about that, guys, but yeah. What happened? She went and joined the Arbeiter jobs willingly. Can you believe it? Wow, why did she do that? She was overwhelmed by what being a witch implies. What the hell? Yeah. All that freedom, the directionlessness. She depended a lot on me to decide how to use her time, but not the kind the Gamanians conduct. She was fine whenever she was busy, but every time I needed my space, I had severe episodes of anxiety and depression. She knew she was having us both. So in the end, her solution was to forgo her freedom. From what she told me in her letters, becoming an arbiter gave her a mission and a purpose. What a shame. Well, whatever works, I guess. Existential dread is widespread disease among wits. The irony of immortality. Hmm. How's work? Pretty exciting, to be honest. Me and my team have been exploring one of the known edges of this universe. Oh shit, that sounds dangerous. You've located the forbidden door to pleasure. Don't fret, you don't know the story. One of us is looking through the keyhole. But I gotta say, I feel like I could ensure it. I used most of my mortal life to explore every corner of hedonism. Interacting with that door feels like the next logical step. Ah, on the one hand, I want to talk to you out of it. But on the other, I also believe you're destined to tame that door. I might. Not soon though. Not until the turmoil from the election settles, at least. Hmm. Are you still taking on your descendants? Nah. I got bored a couple of generations ago. It was important to me to veil over Maria Fortuna, Eric, Michael, and the rest. I was genuinely curious about how they raised their children, what became of them all. I don't know, they got trip of witnessing one's legacy. But at some point, it lost all meaning. It just became voyeurism, watching strangers go about their lives. They stopped talking about you. Huh? Shut up. I know you do well, prick. What about you? What have you done this time? What are you implying? Something embarrassing, dangerous, or illegal? Sure. Abramar, show yourself. And everybody revised my sentence, that's all. I will trust my sister. Fine. Show yourself, Abramar. Holy fuck, Fortuna. Motherfucking behemoth. Pleased to meet you, Patrice. And it talks? What do you mean it talks? We behemoth fucking invented language. And I'm not a NEET. Please refer to me as he. What have you done, Fortuna? I did what I had to do to survive. Sorry, I was dead. I did what I had to do to survive. I like that. Survive? This will get you executed. Raised from the cosmos. I was living death anyway. 200 years alone, this rock is worse than oblivion, Patrice. Ah, who could blame you, really? Fucking Gaetano. We have to use the elections as an opportunity to save your ass. I can start by calling in some favors, see if we can get you in the running. Patrice, what? You're doing it again. Stop. This is my mess. I can handle it. You can't handle shit. Look at the situation you've gotten yourself in. I've been a witch for decades. Longer than you. I don't need your lessons. I have been my big sister on earth, but not anymore. In fact, you're the little sister now. Know your place. What did you just say? You're a ungrateful piece of shit? You heard me. It's my turn to protect you. Just by colluding with me on this behemoth issue, you could be punished too. I didn't even tell my best friends. That's why I didn't want you to get you involved. The fucking nerve. I don't need your help. The sooner you get that into your head, the better. Why did you turn me into a witch then? I did not turn you into a witch. You were destined to become. How many times do we have to go over this? Just read the cards. Wait. What? Oh my god. Are you alright? I did turn you into a witch. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, Patrice. What are you on about? What? You're sure now? What's going on? Oh shit. Bone cancer. Oh shit, all my fucking life. Fortuna, easy. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I recently learned something about my divination that, well, it changes everything. What is going on? I'm not a reader. I'm a writer. What the hell does that mean? I done a corpse to visit me recently. She told me why she sent me to the exile and why she took away my deck. I'm not seeing the future. I'm deciding it. Forging what's ahead. I killed you. Whoa, whoa, slow down. First of all, we were kids. You're not responsible for my face, no matter for my fate, no matter the force behind. I gave you fucking cancer. Hey, shut it. I had a great life. If not cancer, it would have been a track. Or the aftermath of all the drugs I did. I do not hold you accountable for any of that. Still, I'm so sorry. And then, you're right, you've always been right. Then you into which couldn't bear you dying and I dragged your soul into space. Well, I do hold you accountable for that. Not that I hate it being a witch. It beats eternal slumber. However, I think you must let me. You wanted me back in your life so bad you pulled me out of death's embrace. Now own it. This is too much, Patrice. Don't want to read the cards anymore. The responsibility's overwhelming. Ah, listen. I see how your powers present quite an ethical conundrum. But we're not on Earth. I haven't met a single witch that isn't fucking overpowered and exploiting her abilities to satisfy her ambitions. You're like a super witch, so what? Use your powers to do good or whatever. I don't know, Patrice. Moreover, I believe you should act on it. Like that spider guy that Eva liked. Having great power and not using it is irresponsible. It doesn't go like that. No? Well, you get me. But where do I draw the line? Case by case. I know you're a good person. I'm not afraid of letting you tamper with fate. Play the cards for me. Come on. Really? What about? Read into my end. What? No. Come on. You all have an expiry date. Even witches. Write me a beautiful death, Patrice. You know, being aware of how I was meant to die gave me superpowers back when I was mortal. It is weird, but I miss that powerful dread. Please, Fortuna. Grant me illumination once again. Alright. I love you, Patrice. I love you. Here we go again. But let me tell you, this is the last time you make me read into your end. You get reincarnated or whatever, you deal with the pain of being alive like the rest of us. Deal. Wait. How does this new deck of yours work? For you it's going to be the same. Mechanically speaking, just like Tarot, but I crafted this deck myself, capturing Arcana inside the cards, so I can fine-tune my style of divination, and don't need to be so dependent on the classic Tarot symbols. Whoa, cool. Okay, show me what you've got. Cradle of Zinc. You will turn yourself into a gemstone trinket to veil over your favorite student. You will be executed for unleashing a terrible force that will obliterate half the witches in this universe. You are destined to go out in a cosmic orgy, your essence scattered through 100 lovers. You will die during a duel with another witch over some stupid argument. We don't want this. This duel is probably going to be mine and hers. Oh. Your destiny bro. I need a... Oh. You will turn yourself into a gemstone trinket, veil over your favorite student. Pfft, get real. Me? Accepting a student? Let alone having enough students to have a favorite among them? That's the most unlikely prediction you've ever made. You're a great mentor, Patrice. Oh yeah? What's my resume? You've been a great mentor to me, your children, and your grandchildren. That's not the same. That's caring for your kid. Maybe at some point you'll often miss those days of raising fine people. I doubt it, but sure, whatever. Can't you write me something more exciting? It doesn't work that way. The cards let me access selection possible futures, and I scry through them. Can you see how much time I have left? Nope, I'm sorry, but if it didn't come up in the reading, then it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, that'll have to do then. So, what do you think of my new deck? It's pretty cool, yeah. I was a bit fed up with Tarot, to be honest. Yeah, me too. Now that I think about it, it'll take more time to get bored of this card since I can keep producing new ones. The illustrations, do you make them yourself? They're pretty cool. I compose them with existing arcana, but they leave a lot of room for creativity. I don't know, it's fun. Happy to hear you're having a good time. Okay, we've dealt with my own demise. What do you say we focus on avoiding yours? Here we go again. Fine, what do you have in mind? I want you to run for leader. What? No, I'm deadly serious. When I learned that Aidana died and the Coven needed a new leader, I automatically thought of you. Your divination makes you the perfect candidate. That's why it pissed me off extra to discover that you could receive visitors this late. You've already lost a lot of time that we could have put into preparing your campaign. I'm sorry about that, but anyway, clairvoyance isn't the only quality to lead. It's covered. I'm not a leader, but a writer. Not a real. Dalia and Jasmine are already running, so take all dibs on the seat or what? Things will get too tense if I decide to run now. They'll have to deal with it, for God's sake. We're all centuries old. I'd demand a certain degree of maturity from all of us. Have exactly the same right to run for leader. You know what? I'd be thinking that I'd make a better leader myself, but I didn't think I could pull it off from exile. That's fine. I'll help you. I'll do the heavy lifting. Are we really doing this? I'm excited. You bet. The universe better be ready for this pair of mid sisters. Let's do this. First order of business is to define a program. I'm gonna do some scouting and I'll come back with a picture of the current political landscape. Then we can decide where we stand on the hottest topics. Okay. This is all moving so fast. Don't worry, I'll make it easy for you. See you in a bit. Get your deck in order, relax a bit, and we'll set everything in motion when I come back. Cool. See you later. Bye. What a boss, sister. Tell me about it. The airseal didn't seem to make a dent on here. I'm a bit disappointed in my magic. Come along there. There's no magic in this universe that's gonna make my sister afraid of me. I'm beginning to think I sided with the wrong sister. Now, let's... Shut up. So, shit is getting real. Are you excited? As a matter of fact, I am. Oh, I truly am. I want to see where this is all going. Never would have guessed I'd end up tangled politics. But I'll use the opportunity to stop complaining and start doing. You're about to become someone's Aidana, aren't you? I want to think that I'll handle things with justice, but yeah. You never know who you're about to piss off. Okay then, what do you need me to do? What do you mean? For example, do you want me to deliver a letter to someone Dalia and Jasmine to let them hear about your final stance? Good idea. Friendly reunion before the games. You never know how gruesome things will get. The three of us didn't have a chance to meet just to hang out, like all the time, so do invite them, please. I will. Glad you let Patrice know about it. You don't have to worry, she's loyal. Oh, I'm not worried. On the contrary, I'm eager to team up with her. Team up. Come on. You have a behemoth on your side and you were planning on not using it during the campaign. Just let your sister know about my skills. I'm sure she'll put them to good use. I can spy on opponents, dig up some dirt, spin the cosmic wheel bit in our favor. You know. Okay, I guess that's a great resource. But don't you do anything without our approval? Absolutely. May not look like it, but I'm a team player. Yeah, sure. Then I'm going to lay down for a bit now. I need some rest before facing the mess I've gotten myself into. Talk to you later. You work at the gas station, cleansing the windshields of the customers. You spot a little white dog inside of a van. While you're working, you bark at the animal and the dog, scared, jumps out of the window and escapes. The customers blame it on you, and you are first. Yeah. No. Ah. Yes. You wanted to see us, right? I'd love to get together before the race starts. Let me know when it's a good time, and I'll pick up Dahlia. Come over to your place. So, invite. Two characters at the same time. Let me roll. See. Thanks for coming. Uh, it's been centuries since we got the three of us together. I don't know why we didn't do it this, like, I don't know, right away. What's up, witches? And you bet magic life gets so chaotic sometimes that we just forget to enjoy it. Yeah, it makes me so happy to see the two of you together. Tell me about some adventure I missed. What did we do last time we met? You should plan a trip. When are you getting sleeping? Tell me about some adventure I missed. Hmm. I took Jasmine hunting once. What? Really? Oh my, she did. Never again, I tell you. Jasmine really would make a fine diamond hunter. That sand dweller didn't stand a chance. Jasmine planted some magical seeds in the dunes and in a matter of minutes, boom, big fucking vine emerged out of white sands, struggling with the demon. It was horrible. I only had to slice that fucker's throat. The stench of blood, ugh. I don't know how you do it, Daya. Then spend the whole evening building a grave for the world. No. Like this. It was beautiful though, wasn't it? I would have loved to be there. I missed you so much. Me too. My third order of business will be to burn fucking eggshells so we can all go on adventures again. Haha. Are you nervous about the elections? You can't imagine. I'm cool, more excited than anything. On the one hand, I'm not worried because whoever wins in the end. The Coven is gonna be well looked after. On the other hand, I want what's best for the Coven and I truly believe my program is the safest thing. Just to be clear, I do think you'd make for a lovely leader, but playing it safe is the death of a progress. Just, but aren't we all well already? We just need to iron out Aedana's more abusive politics and put some love into the community. That's because the status quo benefits you. Think about all the noise, and all the witches who don't fit into that orderly vision, myself included. My plan is not to start a revolution, but to level the playing field. It's not fair that power is held by the eldest. Novices need to be guided though. Think about when we had justice and we weren't enslaved in making important decisions. I don't know about that. Age has its own settings. What do you think, Fatima? Well, about that, I guess it's time I make my stance clear. I'm running for leader myself. What? Oh my, but aren't you exiled? Patrice is gonna help me run the campaign. In fact, it was her who practically forced me into this venture. Okay, and what's your deal? I'm not really sure yet. I still have to define our problem, but my sister is dead set on having my divination at the helm of the new government. That'd be quite an asset, alright. Have you really thought through this? I doubt the criminal has much of a chance at leadership. Whoa, that's a bit strong. I'm not a criminal, Jasmine. Part of the plan of becoming next leader is to eradicate unfair punishments. So you actually wanted to meet us to declare war, huh? Not war, I just thought it'd be proper to let you know firsthand. I really think that no matter who wins, the future is bright. Yeah, that's what I like to think. But the stress of competing against you two is a bit overwhelming. Why don't we use this opportunity to promise that yes, no matter what, we'd still be friends after the race is over? No promises needed. I never had a doubt about it. Likewise, we will always be friends. Thank you. I don't know what I would do if I lost you. You won't. I love you. I love you too. I love you three. Fuck off. Okay, the next few weeks are about to get pretty busy. I'd better leave and start preparing my knives. Figuratively speaking, I understand. No, literally. I'm a daggersmith. That's what I do. No need to stab anyone though. I hope. Haha. Okay, you two take care. Okay. See you soon. Take care, both of you. Bye. Thanks for coming. Patrice, and everything is set to go. Get your seat in order because it's about to get real. Let me know when you're ready. We'll review the program and complain. I'm ready. Alright. How are you? Fine, relaxed, ready, focused, excited, eager to start. Awful anxious. Excited. Eager to start. Good. Hold on that feel. Did you meet with Dahlia and Jasmine? Yes, I did. How did they take it? I believe we're fine. How's good? They didn't show it, but I know they weren't happy. No, I believe we're fine. Even if we're not. That's what I like to believe. Really? We promised we'll always be friends, no matter what. So corny. This is going to be the weirdest political race in the universe. Maybe all political conflicts should be handled with so much love as this one. Well, jury's still out on how well this is going to go. They're good friends. I'm sure this will all be handled honorably. There is no honor in politics, only victory. Whatever. But now. Okay, allow me to give you a rundown of what's ahead. How to define a program and a plan. First, we'll analyze our opponents and I'll interview you to see where we stand on the main issues. Then we'll sketch and review a program. Once we get to something solid, we'll form a team and schedule some campaign actions to get the ball rolling. The date for the election congress hasn't been decided yet, but we're against the clock as of now. All clear? Yes. Good. First of all, did someone tell you about the 5 pillars of the Coven? You know, judgment, law enforcement, forbidden arts, mortal affairs, and which duties? Do you need me to explain them to you? I know about them, you can skip the explanation. Good. Let's start dissecting our rivals. Who do you want to start with? You choose. Alright, Dahlia. Dahlia's not from Earth. On our home planet, politics have evolved and twisted more than anywhere else in the explored universe. This comes from the demonic desert lands where matriarchy-based warlordism and chieftainship are the primary form of organization, even nowadays. I'm not saying to underestimate her, but we can expect her to not be well prepared to navigate the intricacies of a political campaign. On the other hand, Dahlia's politics seem to be very different from her homeworlds. From what I've gathered, her focus seems to be collectivizing the Covenant's duties and responsibilities, distributing the Covenant's power horizontally. Level the playing field is practically her slogan. Her program to achieve is judgment by referendum. Dahlia argues that in a community, this compact we should have to account for every member's input, regardless of their background or preparation. Enforcement? None whatsoever. She believes in amicable resolution. Should dialogue fail, she wants to leave the matter in the hands of the Arbiter's office. Her point being that we don't need to police ourselves when we already have the magical. Forbidden arts. Allow free access to any kind of magic and control them through education, not time. Mortal affairs cut all ties with mortals. Talia believes we're too privileged to be messing with people's lives. She thinks we should leave them be and focus on the cosmic and the magical. Which duties? Magical tax. Have every member of the Coven share a percentage of their magic to pool resources for the benefit of the clan. And finally, she believes we should scatter identity so more witches can ascend. Their coven can become more diverse. As you can see, Dahlia is betting on a kind-hearted community that requires goodwill to work. Almost utopic, I must say. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine her program? I don't want to undermine it. It's pretty cool. Suppose her naivete, faith, and good intentions is ridiculous. Horizontalism will make us slow lamps, point out the failure of communism on Earth, spotlight the primitive societies of your homeworld. Horizontalism will make us slow and clumsy. That's point out the failure of communism. It may work, however, although the majority of which from our coven come from Earth, many of them predate the existence of communism. Don't worry, we'll figure out a more universal approach. Okay, now, let's capitalize on your intimate knowledge about your rival. What would you say in Dahlia's strongest point? Her overwhelming charisma and confidence projects. Okay, I think this is important what I say to Patrice, all this dialogue. No. She embodies the winds of change. Dahlia is pretty popular among young witches. Her determination is battle ready. Most virtuous, the most incorruptible of us all. Her determination, he says. Okay, the confidence. She embodies the wind of change. Anyone fed up with her dance abuse is likely to support Dahlia. Good point. And I don't think it will pay to be even more radical than her. Maybe our best bet will be to offer change, but with less risk, some middle ground between adjustment and Dahlia. If we could do it, it will paint us as the smartest choice. Alright, what about her weakness? What is Dahlia's most critical flaw? She's very impulsive, impatient, and gets angry easily. Dahlia's very green when it comes to debating politics or philosophy. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy. She is the least astute of the lot. Easy to trick, making daggers the least valuable asset offered by account. She's very radical, lacks diplomacy, I'd rather say. That's perfect. That trait can be the ruin of the candidate. We attack her pride, lead her on to appear even more radical than she is in front of the eyes of the coven. Scare off her support. Is this really necessary? It's your call, but If you don't exploit your opponent's flaws to make it less likely for you to become the next leader. Politics are ugly, I know. But also let me tell you, you should expect the same from your rivals. Friends or not, I'm sure they won't be pulling any punches. Be ready. I'm already regretting this. But sure, whatever, I'll handle. Shall we go over Jasmine now? Yeah, sure. Jasmine was born in a small English town during the Industrial Revolution. Circa 100, 1800. Yeah, you get the point. That put her in a cultural sweet spot for amassing the sympathies of the coven. She's a young witch in the eyes of the eldest, medieval and ancient witch, but not so alien as contemporary witches with our world wars, TV, internet, and other global illnesses. Jasmine gets along with us, but is also part of the last decent generation, according to the most conservative witch. Her politics are a liberal revision of Aidana's removing the most tyrannical mechanisms by reducing punishment and responsibilities. That will maintain the status quo, but give more room for individualism, personal enterprise, free from so many duties and the fear of failure. Her program to achieve this is judgment will be performed by a quorum of the four eldest witches in agreement with the leader. That is the sweetest candy of her program for the old lot. Enforcement will work with a system of strikes. She hasn't specified how many yet, but should the witch accumulate enough warnings, she will be expelled from the coven. Way less radical than exile, and the worst case scenario is the freedom to start a new elsewhere. Regarding forbidden arts won't change a thing. Anything deemed dangerous by the eldest witches will be banned. Then, for mortal affairs, Jasmine proposes a model of protection guidance. What is good for humanity? What should we protect them from? I guess that will be determined by the core field. Lastly, as for witch duties, she proposes a policy of no vigilance. Jasmine argues that we should trust every sister will have the covenant's interest in mind, and that there's no need to evaluate or impose any duties on any member. Of course, regarding the trending topic, Jasmine wants the coven to devour Adana's corpse so we all become more powerful. Take a minute to interiorize Jasmine's program. Sure. Done? Done. Perfect. So, tell me now. What do you think is the best strategy to undermine your program? I don't want to undermine it, it's pretty cool. These lax policies will incentivize foul play. These plans benefit the powerful and forsake novices. Individuals will fracture the community. Tradition and coven culture will vanish in the shadow. Individualism will fracture the community. Absolutely. And the fractured sisterhood is a weak sisterhood, or no sisterhood at all, I would say. That should weaken Jasmine's support and snatch many voters from her side who propose a sensible alternative. Good, good. Now, to assess the candidate herself, let's use your privileged info, Jasmine. What would you say is Jasmine's strongest point? She's extremely intelligent and manipulative, she's a pillar of the community, her apparent innocence and frailty, her resourcefulness, her charming mother-like aura. Right. Mother figure could well become the prom queen of this race. Many voters decide based on instinct rather than analysis, and Jasmine's persona promises to be an excellent caretaker for a lot of us. We'll need to expose her ugly sides to distort those motherly. Now, to her flaws. What would you say is Jasmine's weakened point? Her anxiety. She gets stressed easily. Envy. Her compassion. She's easy to intimidate. Vanity. She worries too much about appearances. No. Her compassion. That sounds more like a virtue, but you're right, compassion is something exploitable in its own way. Taking pity on your rivals can be the rule of a leader. Could Could also point out how some of her policies will cause suffering for some people. You can throw her off her game by toying with her pity. I feel so bad doing this. Toughen up, Fortuna. Her advisors will be doing the same about you, no doubt. Plus, these are emergency resources. If we play our cards right, we can hope for a clear victory. Focus on bringing your best game. Talk about pressure. Alright, now for the third candidate. What? There's more? Of course, no one told you? No, who is it? No one truly thinks she poses any threat to Dahlia or Jasmine, but she's a candidate nonetheless. We should study her. I believe this dark horse has a chance of surprising us all. Tell me who it is already. Come on. Capressa, the historian witch. The eldest witch in our coven. She precedes even Aidana. Capressa is originally from Earth, but ascended way before humanity started even writing. She has an infallible memory. All events get registered inside her tree rings. And the thing is that she's always played a secondary role in the coven, just supporting us with her wisdom. But apparently Capressa isn't a fan of change and isn't happy Rex and Jasmine or Dahlia want to take the coven, so for the first time she's running for leader. Her program is easy to sum up. She wants to keep things exactly as Aidana left. Moreover, she advocates for preserving Aidana's corpse as some sort of oracle, to keep using her as a channel to consult with the gods and to set the direction of the coven. Oh, fuck Capressa. Fuck her program in any case. I know Capressa personally. She's very kind and helpful, but yes, no one wants the ghost of Aidana to keep ruling over us. She has very few supporters, all among the eldest, but I wouldn't underestimate her. Capressa has a special mystical aura around her. Combined with her vast knowledge, she's sure to impress many voters during the campaign. Depending on how gruesome the race gets, we could scare some of the most conservative witches into switching sides from Jasmine. Capressa. I see. As long as we don't underestimate Capressa and keep her in check, it all should be fine. Understood. Alright. Are you ready to start defining our program? Do you want to take a break? Let's take a break. Nah, let's get this over with already. Alright. We'll go over every point, access our options, make some choices, and then we have first draft. We can review any aspects. Why run out the program? To get so borrow some ideas you may fancy from the rivals, but try to make a program that's unique enough to be your own. Okay. First point, judgment. Right now, this is where our rivals stand. Jasmine wants to form a quorum of the eldest. Dahlia wants to introduce judgment by referendum. Capressa wants to keep Aidana's ruling judgment. What type of judgment do you prefer? Maybe there's another option to manage the government. Something fair but effective. What do you have in mind? To have a leadership that decides on everything without the community's input is problematic, but leaving all executive control in the hands of everyone will produce erratic results. Thinking of establishing some sort of ministries to compartmentalize power. Appoint experts in every matter to deal with law, exploration, magic development, resource management, culture. Anything really, set up as many ministries as necessary. All ministers will work along with the leader, but they would have the last word on their respective competences, since they would be the ideal person to make informed decisions about each issue. And how will these ministers be appointed? Do the positions rotate? What happens if someone's more competent shows up? Is the minister replaced? I mean, it's really interesting on paper. It will be quite effective to have dedicated witches on every important matter, but this will probably breed many power struggles within the coven. Fighting for this position or trying to earn the favor of certain ministers. So, not that the other options don't have downsides, I'm just pointing out what could go wrong with this idea. I think it still is it is still worth giving it a shot if you like it. If you're at the helm, I'm sure you'll run a tight ship and put together an excellent team. I'll help. Yeah, avoiding corruption in this scenario relies on having a capable leader. You're a capable leader. I think you're ready to deal with any kind of judgment system you decide to go with. So, having said that, what type of judgment do you prefer? Hmm, I like the ministry system. Let's go with the ministry. Gotcha. Now, to law enforcement. These are the stances of our competitors. Darren wants to set up a system of warnings leading to expulsion. Dalia advocates for amicable agreements supported by the Arbeider's office. Capresa wants to give exile as punishment. What type of law enforcement do you prefer? Fuck exile, ponder warning, ponder amicable resolution. Try to come up with a new option. I have a troubled feeling towards punishments as a method of enforcing the law. Keeps law and order through fear. But we can't expect everyone to behave. Isn't there a way to make punishment constructive? Constructive how? Send bad witches to detention to do some magical studies? Not that, but hey, that may be an idea. What about community service? Elaborate. Instead of expelling members, or God forbid, sending them to exile, we could set up a system of assigning hours of community service depending on the severity of the infraction, tending other witches' gardens, harvesting magic for the coven, helping the explorers, whatever is needed really. Who could pull that off, yeah. I don't know if it'll look childish or weak in the eyes of some witches, but it'll benefit the community in the long run, definitely. Alright, what type of law enforcement do you prefer? Community service. Understood. Next is forbidden arts. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine and Capresa want to continue banning whatsoever they deem dangerous. Nadia wants to give free access to any kind of magic, but enforce education so we all know what we're doing. How do you want to go about dealing with forbidden arts? Try to come up with a new option. There must be some middle ground between banning and free access. Some summonings or spells can save lives. They could even protect us from major evils. There's much to achieve with a careful application of some of the forbidden arts, so what about extending permits? Make it so witch can apply to have access to certain spells, rituals, and if the coven deems the applicant's purpose and the aptitude appropriate, allow them to make use of them. That is an interesting compromise. You know more about forbidden arts than I do, so I'll go with whatever you think is better. What do you want to go? Permit system, yeah. I mean, yeah, I like this. Now, on the mortal offers. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine says we should guide them, take care of them. Dahlia proposes cutting all ties. She believes that we shouldn't abuse our privilege over them, just let them be. Capresa wants to continue exploiting them for our benefit. What's your stance on mortal offers? Let's see what the new options might be. What else could we do about our relationship with mortals? I don't know. If you want to propose an alternative for our program, it should be something drastically different. Just some interaction, not rival ideas, with uninspired or derivative. What about this? We reveal the existence of witches to mortals. Whoa, coming out strong. What's your aim? Whatever decisions we make regarding mortals will be morally grey since they don't know about us. What I propose here is a simple concept. Truth. It will definitely stir some chaos at the beginning, but in the end, wouldn't it be better if we develop a working relationship and make them aware of our capabilities? Let them ask directly for what they need. That's beautiful, but didn't you pay attention in school? Humanity has a troubling relationship with witches. They burned us, sport. They burned poor innocent women. What can they really do about material deal. It's like revealing the existence of lions to a rabbit. They can hide or reject us, but in no way will they harm us. Hey, you're underestimating mortals' drive to destroy things, but sure, that could make our program look strong. We can spin a good angle from it. Prepare to be attacked in any debates though. What's your stance on mortal offers? So far the Coven has been exploiting mortals under Aidana's command. Maybe it's time we repay the services mortals have been inadvertently offering us. That's a good angle, although taking care of them entails many responsibilities as well as needing time and resources. We'll be giving up some of our Coven's momentum. So, not that that's necessarily bad, but it's something to bear in mind if we choose these options. See, what's your stance on mortal offers? Should we continue exploiting mortals? I mean, it's not like we're putting them through a grinder and exporting some people. They aren't aware of this exploitation to begin with. Some of them are even happier thanks to some spells our Coven has cast on their communities. The most powerful position, to be honest. Ideals are beautiful, but truth be told, our Coven benefits a great deal from our current relationship with mortals. To keep exploiting them is objectively good for the Coven, but morally dubious for many witches. It could be a tough sell among some voters. I can work with their option depending on what you want to bet on. So, what's your stance on mortal offers? Let's go with exploiting mortals. Let's talk about witch duties. These are the stances of our competitors. Jasmine advocates for freedom and trust, for believing that every witch will always have the Coven's best interest in mind. Dahlia wants to institute some sort of magical tax. Caprisa wants to keep Aidana's quarterly controls. What are we going to do about witch duties? Let's see. There must be another way to make our Coven stronger without abusing our members and without degrading the spirit of being a community. All the years you've spent in this Coven, what would you say has helped you bring your A game most? Demand, inspiration, selling yourselves? Oh, I know. Mentorship. My mentor, Eugenia, has been a cornerstone in my development as a witch. What do you say we institute a mentorship program? That's a great idea. Right now, one of the most pressing issues within our Coven is the power gap between novices and elders. It will help to tighten the relationship between different generations of witches too. I like it, but this idea will be way better received among novices than elders. All witches won't be really getting anything out of this deal, so it will be a tough sell for the less charitable conservatives. Mentorship is something that requires a lot of time and work, so it will get in the way of many of the elders' plans. You yourself will be forced to take on some apprentices. Think about what that will mean for your lifestyle. I see. I'm going to... No, I like the mentorship program. The elders guide the novices. Magical tags, yeah, but no. Let's go with the mentorship. Understood. And finally, we have the issue of what to do with the dance groups. These are the stances for competitors. Jasmine wants the Coven to devour her corpse, that we will all absorb her magic and become considerably more powerful. Dahlia wants to scatter her remains, give them back to the cosmos, that way more witches will be able to ascend, become more numerous and diverse. Capresa wants to conserve Aidana's corpse to consult with her, and keep using her as a channel to talk with the gods. What do you do with Aidana's corpse? Let's see what our new option is. What if... Nah, that's too much. Spit it out. We're brainstorming here. What idea could lead to something interesting? What if only the leader gets to eat Aidana? Yes! All by herself. What if you hoard Aidana's power all to yourself? You're saying? Yes, become some sort of super leader. It becomes a tradition. Whoever is in charge will become more and more powerful with its generation, inheriting all the powers of their predecessors, working towards a godlike figure who can safeguard the Coven from any evil. That is dangerous. Not a lot of people will agree with this plan, but if you manage to pull it off, you will be extremely fucking powerful. I'm going to imagine what that would imply for your powers. You'll be able to rewrite reality itself if needed. Hmm. I'll support you if that's what you want. What do you want to do with it? Yes, I like the super leader option. Alright, that's a wrap then. Let's review the program as a whole now. This program is unique enough to I believe we're offering quite an interesting option over the plans of our rivals. Are you happy with it? Would you like to change anything? I'm happy with this program. Let's move on. Great, wonderful, fantastic. Now, take a minute to look at our program. Internalize it, believe it, make it yours. We're going to have to defend all those decisions in front of your rivals and the whole group. But most importantly, I'm gonna need you to sell the concept of it. And for that, we're going to need a slogan. A slogan, finally something fun. It's been fun all the way for me so far. You're really enjoying yourself behind the hot pose. You bet. What would you like to use for a slogan? Make our coven great again. Take fate into thy hands, stronger together, a real sisterhood. Very happy coven. Take fate into thy hands. Oh, I like this one. Very on point given the kind of candidate you are. You think? Doesn't say much about our program, but doesn't matter. This is all about marketing. And who doesn't like the idea of controlling their own fate? This slogan puts the focus on defining characteristic. No other candidate can aspire to own this slogan. Great job. Thanks. We're almost done. What else? We just need to start campaigning, right? Yes, and for that we need to the ultimate, most classical form propaganda. A poster. What for? It's not like there are any streets in space to plaster with my face. We'll send posters to everyone we know from inside and outside the coven. Try to have them set up in common spaces like temples or cosmic markets. That's not my style at all. That's why I'm here to do all the nasty marketing you're too self-conscious to do. Just want all this to be over. A few weeks, couple of months at max. And this will be at done 200 years of exile. I'm sure you can endure this. Okay, I give up. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I was thinking that your new cards have a lot of style. What do you say? Want to compose the poster yourself? Do I have a choice? Heh, not really. You're talented, let's just squeeze your artist juice. Hmm. Let's see, I will put another one here. No, we'll need a thunder here. Another one here. And lastly, we'll put another heart here. Finish, eh? I like this. What do you think? Very neutral. Oh, you don't like it? No, it's pretty cool. I like it. Should I give it another try? No, it's good. I like it. It's powerful in a very unique way. If anything, it does a great job of capturing your essence. We should send this to a museum once the race is over. Haha, shut up. Great. We're ready to win this race. Finally. Honestly, I'm really not cut out for this. Yes, you are. Fate provided you are with a mini sister to make sure of it. Just my luck. Now, to the unavoidable question. Why don't you throw a card to make sure we win? What? What? That little bitch thing. Why did I put... Yeah, it's been in my mind this whole time. Give me a moment. Why did I put in this much work then? Yeah, it's been on my mind this whole time. Yeah, sure. I believe you should do it. I'm sure the others will be using their own arts to get ahead in the race. Doesn't come without risks though. There's always a chance I draw a card that doesn't offer any favorable results. Once drawn, there's not going back. We could assure victory, but we could also doom us. Make all of our efforts futile. Right. Well, you know your deck better than anyone. Our chances of winning through sheer effort are pretty decent, let's say. But if you want to remove the anxiety from the competition by determining the outcome, I'm in. Alright. Game on. Let's draw a card. Yes. I can get enough of your divination. It's always so thrilling. Let's hope this thrill pays off. Fuck. This reading is going to be nerve-wracking. More than a reading into your sister's death. Yes. Ouch. Reading into your end was more like morbid curiosity, whereas this card's about to seal the outcome of many weeks of it. So, I'm going to stop this episode right here, just for the cliffhanger. I'm going to continue it right now for the next episode. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I'm trying to do whatever I can for it. I have a light novel written in Wattpad, Crimson Pact. You can check it out. It will be in the description. Also, I'm feeling that we're almost reaching the end of this game. I might do a small run just for the achievements, but I don't know about that. Anyway, I have already the next game I'm going to play. Already, I have it in Steam, ready to download and start it. Also, I'm going to do some playthroughs on the Swarm, the new game mode that will be available in League, but that's yet to come. Yet to release, sorry. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. This was all, now for me. Goodbye.